Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the On This Date in MLB podcast. This is episode 16. My name is Ricardo, and that's my boy Kevin. We missed last week. Some shit came up, so just life stuff. Just is what it is, But the point is, we're back in it.
It was my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good, man. Everybody has things come up, and we're just letting you guys know so you know what's up. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. So just know that. So yeah, you guys can find us on Instagram. That's where we are most active. We post anywhere from 4 to 10 times a day right there. We're most active right there. Like I said, the comment section's a fun little area to be in. From time to time, we drop in, we pin the comments, we like them, and sometimes we feature your comment on the podcast. If it's a highly liked comment. We also have a YouTube channel where we post one short a day. We have not missed a single day since we started back in March, and we are on this Sunday we will have 300 videos up there. So that's a cool little milestone we're gonna hit, and just make sure I'll have that down below as well. Make sure you go hit subscribe on that one and this one. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. We aim for one podcast a week. And eventually we'll try to make them multiple. We'll try to drop in more than one time a week. And yeah, did I cover everything, bro? The Instagram, the podcast, and the YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Just for anybody maybe that's new watching, today's episode is going to consist of 3 reactions handpicked by Kevin, so they're always fun. And we're just going to talk about these events that happened back then. And just to summarize for since we're 16 episodes in, these reactions that we do happened last week, but in a different year. So all these, if you go to our Instagram, you'll see the post. And for example, just for an example real quick, the first one we're going to do is from December 13th, 1996. So anytime we do a reaction on this podcast, it's going to be from an event that happened the week prior. And then we're going to cover the free agent signings. So it should be a fun episode. With all that being said, brother, how you been, bro? You good? You ready for the holidays or what?
Doing good, man. Yeah, man. I still need a couple more gifts, so I got like a day to go. Yeah, man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to get into the new year, and I know I mentioned it 2 weeks ago on the podcast. The baseball website that I mentioned that had it's timeline, right? It was Baseball Savant that says 64 days until spring training, man. So we're almost
there you go,
man.
Yeah,
Little over 2 months.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a little graphic beginning the new year. Every week we'll count down, the days and shit. Cool, man. So do you want to lead us off with these reactions, brother?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it, man. So the first one we got this week is like you mentioned, from December 13th, 1996. Roger Clemens leaves Boston and he signs a free agent deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. And this happens after he spent 13 seasons in Boston, man. So he signed a 3-year, $24 million deal. And what is that, like $8 million a year roughly? Dude would be getting like what, maybe 35 million a year nowadays.
Well, give me that figure again, bro.
It was 3 years for 24. 3 years for 24. 24.75.
Give me a second. Let me do this U.S. inflation.
So the Blue Jays actually guaranteed Clemens more money for 3 years than Boston did for 4. And the Red Sox actually disputed that after the fact. So the Red Sox basically didn't want him back. The Red Sox GM Dan Duquette, he thought the 33-year-old Rocket was past his prime. And at the time, Rocket was tied with Cy Young for the Red Sox record for wins with 192 and shutouts with 38. And at the time, again, he was also the career leader in losses with the Red Sox with 112. But he was later surpassed by Tim Wakefield.
And real quick before I start off with some of my stuff, you said 24.
Yes, sir.
And for how many years?
3.
So that's roughly 45 million today.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's big boy money. That's
Damn, bro.
yeah, bro.
That's that Scherzer money, bro.
Is it? It's 15 a year, no, brother? Maybe we're kind of, or how much is that? I'm tripping, huh?
Yeah, bro. I don't, so it was Clemens was he got 3 years for 24. So it was 8 million a year.
Okay, so if we divide those 3 years by 45, it's about 15 million a year, which is,
Oh, okay. Oh, so he doubled it. He would have doubled it.
yeah, so it was about 28 million.
Okay. I misunderstood you, bro. I thought you meant it was 45 for every year.
No, yeah, 45. But the 15 million a year translates to 28 a year. So yeah, we are, that
Okay,
is
got it, got
high
it, got it, got
territory.
it.
Um,
So just
go ahead, brother.
just
Go ahead.
just a little more, bro, before you get into yourself. So from 93 to 96, his numbers kind of started trending down a little bit. But in 1994, the strike year, he actually had the highest ERA plus in the league. And in 1996, his last year in Boston, he actually led the AL in strikeouts. He had 257 strikeouts in 242 innings. And in September 18th of that year, kind of towards the end of the season, he had another 20 strikeout game, and that came 10 years after his first 20 strikeout game. So he was still pretty sharp, bro. And he just had a bad win-loss record, and we know they kind of focus on that a little too much back in the day.
Hmm.
And so he actually finished seventh in ERA, seventh in WHIP, fifth in innings pitched, and he had the league's third lowest home run rate. And he actually had a 7.4 WAR that year, 96, and that was actually the highest WAR on the Red Sox, bro. And they still let him walk. And he was actually second in AL among pitchers.
Wow.
So he still kind of went out on top, but it was just underrated last year there in '96.
Yeah, for sure. So just to kind of add up to Kevin's stats, from 84 to 96, 84 was his debut. He started 382 games, tossed 100 complete games, 38 shutouts, 2,700 innings, 2,590 strikeouts, 144 ERA plus, 192 win, and 111 loss record. He won three Cy Young. Like, I'm sure, I don't know if you mentioned it, brother, but three Cy
No,
Youngs
I didn't. I didn't.
three Cy Youngs and an MVP on his way to the '96 season, and he would go on to win four more. But four of those after his time in Boston came immediately as soon as he signed with Toronto. He went back to back Cy Youngs that year, those 2 years.
That's
So I
right. He
mean,
actually
they
he
just
actually
let
he
his ass
actually won
walk.
the yeah, bro. He actually won the pitching triple crown in '97, huh? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
he had the league in he led it like excuse me led the league in wins, ERA, and strikeouts.
Yeah,
Toma, huh?
bro. Uh,
So
I
go
go ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No, well, that just
Nah,
makes me like wonder, bro. Like, imagine Clemens and Pedro on the same Red Sox team.
that's what I was gonna mention. So Pedro actually joined in '99, I want to say. It was
Mm-hmm.
in '98 or '99, so that would have given him a nice two-headed monster right there, right?
The
Kind of
1-2
like
punch.
probably would have broke the curse a little earlier than '04 or something, right?
That or stacked up a
But
few
in
championships. Yeah.
yeah, and in '97, in his first year in Toronto, his first visit to Fenway as a Blue Jay, he struck out 16 batters.
Mm.
And I remember I actually posted about it in the summertime, or yeah, July. It was actually July 12th of 97. In that video, every time he struck out a batter, you could see him looking up to like the press box or the GM box where Dan
Mm.
Duquette had like watched the game from. So I still think that's pretty cool, bro. Like he was still on top of his game, and I know Boston like not coming up with the money. I'm pretty sure that added fuel to his fire, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And one more thing, yeah, bro. So they basically let a Hall of Famer walk for nothing. Like they probably could have traded him away or gotten something, right?
Yeah,
But
man.
one thing I wanted to share with you, bro. I don't know if you knew this, but Clemens was actually drafted by the Mets in the 1981 draft.
I did not know that.
So 1981, bro. Didn't that good he made his debut in 1984
He, yeah, or
with
82.
with with
No,
with the
yeah,
Mets.
I think he did his 86, bro.
86? No, 86 was the year they won the World Series,
Okay,
the
give me one
Mets.
second. Dwight
Anyways, I
Gooden.
just wanted to
Oh,
say
84. You're
I just
right. Yeah,
wanted to
84.
say so imagine so he didn't sign with the Mets. He went back to college, it looks like, because he got drafted again in 1983 by the Red Sox. But
Hmm.
just real quick, bro, imagine that pitching staff in the Mets, if it would have been Clemens and Dwight Gooden in those late '80s Mets, bro.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
That would have been some fucking strikeout machines right there, bro.
Yeah,
I,
it would
I
have
didn't know
probably.
that. I didn't know that until I started looking up the notes for this game, and that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. Like you can plug them into those Mets teams or those Red Sox teams, and they become juggernauts. I mean, because now, bro, what these teams are doing, they're looking for that 1-2 punch. You know that
Yeah,
the two
yeah,
basically two aces at the front of the rotation. You know,
right.
and they would have had that. That's wild. And obviously, it goes without being said, we don't have a video, but I will put together some videos for you guys, and we'll throw them down here below. So we won't be actively reacting to any videos, but they will be playing on the bottom for any other younger fans, that want to see what he did, and for the older fans that want some nostalgia.
Yes, sir. So yeah, bro, he basically pitched for another 10 years after the Red Sox thought he was done.
Yeah, and some career achievements real quick before we bounce into the next one, because the next one is another one that like it kind of played into the hands of the Red Sox, like
Yeah, yeah.
MVP, two-time Triple Crown, two-time World Series champion, All-Star MVP, seven-time Cy Young. I believe that's the most, right, ever, or that's
Yeah.
up there with Johnson, right? 11-time
Um,
All-Star, seven-time ERA title, and MLB Player of the Year award. So yeah, unless you have anything else for the Rocket, who
just one more nugget I want to throw at you. So his career WAR is 139.2.
mm,
His his WAR from his time in Boston is 80.7.
bro,
That
that's
was
Hall of Fame already.
13 years alone, bro. And in the 10 years after he left, he had another WAR of 58. So if you break those into two careers, bro, they're both basically
Yeah,
Hall of Fame careers, right?
yeah,
So I
bro,
thought
yeah.
that was pretty interesting. His
And
winning
he's not,
percentage was better after he left. Like it's just stupid, man. And
and he's
then
not gonna get in, bro.
one more thing I want to throw at you, bro. So
Yeah.
he did a couple of guest spots on the K-Rod broadcast on the Sunday Night Baseball
Oh,
for
okay.
ESPN, and like I just love hearing him talk pitching, bro. He's a very knowledgeable guy, you know. So it kind of sucks he won't get to the hall, bro. Hopefully one day he'll get in, man. Cause
Yeah, I mean,
he was a gamer, bro.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, let's get into this next one, bro. So this one kind of the Red Sox benefited from this one. Not really. They made the good choice on this guy. Uh,
Yeah,
s-
there you
so it's from December 16th, 2002, and the Minnesota Twins released David Ortiz, another team releasing another future Hall of Famer for basically nothing, bro. Literally nothing. So Ortiz was originally signed by the Seattle Mariners as an undrafted free agent in 1992. Imagine if he would have stuck with those Mariners and those late '90s teams with Griffey, Buhner. That would have been another what if, right? But
go. Yeah. Wait, Ortiz? He
yeah,
was with
David
the
Ortiz.
Twins, no?
No. He drafted by the Mariners in '92, and in '96 the Mariners sent him to the Twins.
Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know that shit either
This is
until
ridiculous,
today.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Some of the decisions these front offices made are stupid, right?
Oh my
Well,
goodness, bro.
hindsight is 2020, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, bro. In 1996, the Mariners sent him to the Twins for a guy named Dave Hollins. Uh,
a
never
guy,
heard of
literally a guy named Dave Hollis.
that guy.
uh,
So Ortiz made his debut with the Twins in '97. Spent six seasons there, and he was actually the DH on the 2002 Twins team that reached the American League Championship Series. And that's actually the last year the Twins reached the championship series. That's the last time they got that far in 2002, and
mhm.
they beat the Oakland A's. I think that was a Moneyball team, right? In '02.
Yes, sir.
They beat the A's in the division series, and that's their last playoff series that they won, the Minnesota Twins, bro. So that's kind of they. It's been a while, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's something that goes around on social media. They're in a drought, you know.
Yeah, bro, bad. So it was basically came down to the Twins GM, Terry Ryan, another GM bonehead decision, like the Boston Dan Duquette one.
Yeah.
So the Twins GM Terry Ryan, he released him for three reasons. He didn't think Ortiz was worth the 1.5 million he was gonna get through arbitration, which nowadays is fucking pennies, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The second reason, he felt Matt LaCroix. Have you heard of that guy? You remember him?
His name sounds familiar. The last name.
Okay, so Matt LaCroix, they thought he would be a better DH, and they're actually the same age. So I'll get into some comparisons here. But they're actually the same age, and they chose the wrong guy, man. And then three, they wanted a roster spot to make a claim in the Rule 5 draft, and they chose a guy named Jose Morban,
Hmm.
and check that shit out, bro. So they claimed him that same day, December 16th, the day they got rid of Ortiz, and they drafted him. And then in March of 28 of 2003, so this guy didn't even play a game for the Twins. He got picked off waivers by the Orioles, and he spent the 2003 season with the Orioles.
Oh,
So literally nothing, bro. Just let him walk for nothing, for air, for
for roster space, basically.
basically, bro. So
Damn, bro.
so in 2002, they were the same age, LaCroix and Ortiz. Mm, Let me get you the exact age. 2002, they were 26. So in 125 games, Ortiz slashed 272, 339 with 500 OPS, 20 home runs, 75 RBI, OPS of 120. WAR was kind of low, 1.3, but he was still kind of finding his way. So that was a decent season, right?
Yeah.
But in 63 games, LaCroix hit 260, 306 with 448, seven home runs and 27 RBI. So probably like half the games, but he was up there, I guess.
Hmm.
And Ortiz ended up signing a 1.75 million-dollar deal for 1 year with the Red Sox, and the rest is history, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Big Poppy was born.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go into his stats from 97 and '02, but real quick, I over the weekend when because I'm posting this week, yeah, you posted obviously this
Right.
on Friday, and then the next day I put a poll up to see it. Oh, I asked, hey, who remembers Ortiz on the Twins?
Right.
And the I was trying to put Big Poppy, David Ortiz.
I saw that.
Yeah, but the characters, on the poll template, it wouldn't let me surpass that. So I put Big Poppy, and Apple decided I wanted to say Big Polly, and you got a few roastings in the DMs that are very well deserved. So that's my fault. But yeah, David Ortiz, from 97 to '02, 455 games, 393 hits, uh, 186 walks, 809 OPS, a 108 OPS plus. I mean, so to their defense, bro, he would average about That's like an average of 76 games per season. Um, 66 hits in those games. 246 at bats to be exact, 66 hits. So to their defense, I mean, it didn't seem like they had something, you know. But
Well,
but I
that's what I was thinking, bro. Like I was trying to justify their reasoning, but he only had like 2 full seasons. Like the other seasons, it was limited playing time, you know.
exactly.
And they
So
and they really
so
didn't want to give him like a position. So he was a first baseman in Boston, right?
hmm
And they didn't really want to give him a. They didn't think he was a good fielder, so they just stuck him in the DH spot. So I just don't think they gave him a shot, bro.
yeah, that's true. Because as soon as he took off from '04 to '07, he finished top five in MVP every single year, although he's never won an MVP. And I know I
And
kind of mentioned that to you earlier.
right.
What were you gonna say?
So like his last season in Minnesota, he had 20 home runs, 75 RBI, and his first year in Boston, he had 31 home runs with 101 RBI. So he was just right there, you know, he wasn't far off. It wasn't like Bautista where he went from hitting 10 home runs to hitting 50.
hmm
So he was yeah, he like I feel like maybe the Twins could have seen it, right? Like they could have
Yeah, maybe had some foresight.
yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I actually read a story how he was really really loved in that clubhouse, bro, in that Twins clubhouse.
Oh,
That that it was a really like a tragic thing how they let him walk. So like it even got to a point where they said that even Matt LaCroix would have chose for him to stay, you know, like
hmm
even if it meant less playing time for him, he was just that guy in the clubhouse.
yeah, and you can see it still to this day when they do the
Yeah,
playoff broadcast.
exactly,
I mean, they one that got away, right?
exactly, bro.
Do you want to take us into the next one?
Hold on, bro. I want to give you the comparison of their first year after he left Boston.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So his first year in Boston, he played 125 games, the 31 home runs, 101 RBI. OPS plus was 144, and his WAR was 3.4. And LaCroix's stats in 2003, he only played in 107 games, 17 home runs, 64 RBI. OPS plus was 116, and his WAR was 1.2.
Mm.
So right off the bat, bro,
Yeah,
wrong
bro.
choice.
I
Yeah,
guess like
so
you said, bro, they some players just need that time, you know?
yeah, man, and it's crazy. So yeah, bro, he turned into one of the game's most feared hitters, right?
Yeah.
Seven Silver Slugger awards, 3 World Series titles with the Red Sox. He was a 2004 ALCS MVP, 2013 World Series MVP. He actually had some records for the DH spot. The most home runs in the season with 47, most home runs for a career with 485, and the most RBI. And another thing that I found, oh well, I think you wanted to share with something about his he never won a MVP.
Yeah. He's never won an MVP and he's in the Hall of Fame. And I
That's
didn't
crazy.
have the time to look into Hall of Famers with no MVP awards. I'm sure there's a handful, but it's just one of those things that like kind of like, whoa, like how do you look at that, bro? Is it like one of those things where he was close to winning MVPs, but he's in the hall because he just showed consistency, you know? Like
Probably, yeah. Like
even though everybody in the hall shows consistency, but like I said, bro, like I didn't do my due diligence with that specific one because I didn't think about that until right before the podcast when I was kind of going over my notes. I would have also looked into like, hey, who won the MVP those specific years, you know?
yeah. So just looking at it real quick, he finished second in 2005, but he actually had a better year in '06. But he finished fourth in '04, second in '05, third in '06, and fourth in '07. So yeah, bro, he probably got cheated in one of those years. But
Hmm.
just one more thing I want to share on this part. So
Hmm.
the GM from the Twins, Terry Ryan,
Yeah.
um, he actually kept his job until 2007, bro.
Oh
I don't
shit.
know how. He stepped down in 2007, and then they brought him back in 2011. The Twins did, and then in 2016 it was Ortiz's last year, and when he made his last stop in Minnesota, they kind of asked him like, what do you think, about your decision back then? And he was pretty much like, yeah, I screwed up.
It's crazy because like little moves like this literally can change the trajectory of a team, you know?
Both franchises, bro. Like the Twins, they
Hmm.
they haven't they haven't won another postseason series, and the Red Sox. Well, we all saw what happened there, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
life life changing life changing decisions, bro, being
yeah,
made.
bro. Yeah.
And believe it or not, he actually still has a job in the front office with the Phillies. He's a scout to the GM over there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, at least it's still in there, you know?
Yeah, bro. I don't know how you still keep a job when you keep making shitty decisions, but hey, all
Connections,
power
bro.
to him, bro.
Connections.
All
Connections.
power to him, bro. I'm not here to get anybody fired. But yeah, bro, let's get into the last one for this week. We got Adrian Beltre, another future Hall of Famer, just walking for nothing, bro. Um,
Mhm.
the Dodgers let him walk, and he signs a free agent deal with the Seattle Mariners.
So just real quick, if you want, I can just add some stuff because I know you have some little details in regards to why he left and all that. The
Yes,
Dodgers
sir.
actually, the Dodgers actually, I posted this, I think 2 days ago. They actually got in trouble because they signed him at age 15, and they were handed down a fine, and they were also banned from scouting in the Dominican for a year.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyway, just that's a cool little nugget. I'll probably try to throw a screenshot of that post on here. Some of his stats from '98 to 2004. 510 RBI, 147 home runs, 794 OPS, a 108 OPS plus, 949 hits. So consistent for sure all around, bro. But I can't believe they they let another Hall of Famer, go.
Yeah, bro. So I read that they didn't believe in his bat. So his arm and his glove was like Gold Glove caliber as soon as he got into the league. But they believed his bat just wasn't major league ready, and I guess they believe that '04 season was just an aberration of what he was really what he was gonna produce.
Mm-hmm.
And he signed a 5-year, $64 million deal with the Mariners, and the Dodgers actually came with a deal that was half the years and half the money. So they kind of made the choice easy for him, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So he was 25 years old in '04. He led the majors with 48 home runs. He had 334, 121 RBI, 200 hits, 104 runs, 32 doubles, 9.6 WAR, OPS plus of 163, and he probably would have won the MVP if Barry
So was
Bonds
it
wasn't
for Bonds? Yeah.
wasn't. I looked at it, bro. I looked it up. I was like, nah, maybe Beltre got robbed, but nah, man, Bonds, Bonds,
Nah,
Bonds,
nah.
Bonds, Bonds won it that year, bro.
Yeah.
And another bad front office decision. So Beltre kind of made it really known that he wanted to stay in LA,
Hmm.
and Frank McCourt, the owner, and Paul DePodesta, the GM, they kind of used it against him. So they lowballed him because they knew he wanted to stay. But yeah, bro, they actually ended up messing up that decision, and they actually spent more money in that offseason signing free agents Jeff Kent, JD Drew, and Derek Lowe. They spent 130 million in free agent signings that year, and none for the future Hall of Famer Beltre.
Wow. Although to the defense, Kent is borderline there,
Yeah, that's
but
that's
it
true,
not.
but
Yeah, yeah.
he was, yeah,
Beltre is just like, man, he was so good, bro.
bro. Like, and then so the thing that kind of made led to his breakout year was he changed his batting stance from 03 to 04, and that was due to Dodgers hitting coach Tim Wallach.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how you say that, but yeah, bro, that was the key thing, kind of like when like how I mentioned Bautista earlier, something just clicks, like even with Ortiz with Boston,
Hmm.
maybe just the right setting or so the right hitting coach in your ear, and just
Yeah.
that's all it takes, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
bro, as far as Beltre goes, um, they replaced him with Mike Edwards. Never even heard of that guy. But yeah, third base is kind of like a hole for LA until Justin Turner showed up for them.
Yeah, and he just left too.
Exactly. But yeah, bro, 21 seasons later, he had 3,166 hits, 477 home runs, and he's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, bro, it's not even a fucking question, bro.
Yeah, bro. So I'm just always impressed of how good the farm system is with the Dodgers.
But
Like
then the
even
way
they
they handle him, huh?
But even like going back to Roberto Clemente days, like
Yeah,
even
bro.
even through all the different owners they've had, their farm system has always been stacked, bro. Like
They
how
just
how are they
fumble.
how are they
They
how are they doing
fumble
this
it,
shit,
bro.
bro?
They fumble it, bro.
Imagine, but like even with the Pedro Martinez, like I know we talked about it a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Like they traded him away. They actually got something for him, right? They lost that trade, even the Mike Piazza trade.
Hmm.
But they didn't even get a bag of balls for Beltre, bro. Like just straight up nothing. Imagine if they would have kept all that talent.
Bag of balls.
Beltre, Piazza, Pedro, bro. That would have been a stacked Dodgers team. Oh, that's right. So in '04, he led them to the playoffs. That was the first year they went to the playoffs since 1998.
Okay.
They had a little drought there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, since 1996, they had a little drought. That's what, 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. So that would have been interesting to see them pan out there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they, yeah, bro. I even think about now you got me thinking about that Clemente one because like imagine it's a huge Latino fan base right here in LA, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
Clemente is probably like the greatest Latino player ever, you know.
Yeah,
And that's some. I mean, there's some great players, bro, but I think he's like at the top of the line, bro. Like he did everything, and
yeah.
imagine him having a career in LA, and then just yeah, I don't know, man. It's just they
But
fumbled it,
even
bro.
even to this day, I still think they have the number one farm system in the league, bro. So
The Dodgers, really.
yeah. Like
Oh, I thought it was like
I
the Orioles, bro.
really.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so.
I'll look it up, man. Sorry for not having
No, no, you're
not
good,
having
bro.
backup.
You're good.
But like I just think back like the Jordan Alvarez was drafted
Mm,
by them, and like all this, like they just I don't know how they do it, bro. They got the magic formula over there.
yeah, they got the magic touch.
But yeah, bro, that's all I got for that one. If you want to add anything else to it.
Nah, bro, you covered it pretty well. We can jump into the next segment.
All right, so we're gonna be talking about the free agent signings. I jotted down some things that I thought were interesting, kind of caught my eye. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, bro. What about that Correa shit, huh? Have
Bro,
you
so
have you ever have you ever have like I can't remember this happening like ever like
like experiencing this, huh?
yeah, like somebody signing a mega deal and then saying, never mind.
Yeah, on
I'm gonna
top
go
of
over here.
that, in the social media age, bro, where it spreads like wildfire and it's just
Yeah.
nah, bro. I remember I woke up to go to work and I just seen it, and it's funny because MLB put it up,
Uh-huh.
and they, you know how sometimes they get a little funny with the captions. Oh shit,
Yeah.
sorry, I got a little. notification right here on my little computer. The caption said "Rise and Shine," and I had a picture of Correa, and I was like, wait, hold up, bro. Like, I had to do a double take, and then that's when I sent it immediately to our, because Kevin and I are in a baseball group with a couple of our buddies from high school, which we played ball with on Instagram, and we sent it there, and we talked about it all morning.
Yeah, bro. It kind of
Do
caught
you?
caught caught fire, bro.
It's just
So I
first of
just
all, go ahead.
just real quick before you get into your stuff, bro. I kind of compare this to when we woke up when the Albert Pujols signed with the Angels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that's the only thing I can compare it to. Like what the hell, bro? And so I work in a fridge in a box. I have no cell phone signal in there.
Mm.
So one of my homies came back from break and he told me that shit like at midnight. Like it was like 12:30 when the news broke. And he told me like, yeah, Correa to the Mets. The Giants said no, right? And I literally ran to the restroom, bro, so I could like look that shit up. I was like, nah, you're lying, bro. You're fucking lying, right? So I thought that was crazy, bro. How that kind of broke down, man.
How about Steve Cohen, bro? Like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name
Yeah,
correct,
yeah,
but
you're right. Yes, right.
just balling, bro. Like, and you know the owners are mad too, because it's just like
But they
he's
got
just
nobody else. They got nobody else to blame, bro. They let him in, right?
yeah. Now, because he just opened the floodgates, bro, and it's just like was the I read an article, bro, and it's funny because he in the article they said like he has like the definition of like, and excuse my language, but he has the definition of fuck you money, you know, like
Yeah.
it's like literally like I fuck it, bro. We
Yeah,
were that morning we were talking about how he got in trouble in 2013 for insider trading because he's an
right.
investor, and he paid 1.9 billion in fines. So like, what is this? You know, it's
Yeah,
just
what's
another day in the office. It's just another expense. You know.
he's probably still laughing about the luxury tax payment he's gonna have to do this year, bro. Like, oh,
Yeah,
125 million, like that's
and you mentioned
ashtray
that.
money, bro.
Yeah, and you mentioned that that's higher than some payrolls altogether.
Yeah.
So
And
it's just
another thing I heard this morning on the radio, the Carlos Correa contract, the 315 million is more than the Pirates have spent in free agent signings from 2007 till now.
wow,
Like
wow, dude,
these
that's
these
over 10 years, bro.
small market teams are you can't compete, bro.
And you know what, bro? Like we talked about it before the podcast started. Maybe when they start doing these ads, they can get extra revenue,
Oh, that's
like
right.
so they can start competing a little more. And I'm sorry if you guys hear the sirens, you know, crazy shit out here. Uh, do you hear?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
You're good
cool.
though. You're good.
But yeah, maybe it'll help them, you know, add to their rosters. But yeah.
But
Anyways,
even so, like those luxury tax payments that go towards the small market teams, like they should not pocket it and spend it on some free agents,
yeah,
put some better products out there on the field.
yeah. But maybe they just want to, you know, be on a yacht, bro, and just say I own a team and not spend on the
Well,
team.
that's kind of what I mentioned in the group the other day. The Mets are Steve Cohen's toy, bro. They're like for some of these other teams that's their business. The baseball team is their
Hmm.
business. That's how they make their money, right?
Yeah, and they have to know how to like profit
Exactly. Like
and use it. Yeah.
it's a business, bro. It is what it is. Yeah,
Hmm.
but Steve Cohen's he's playing in the league of his own, bro.
He has his own
kind
playpen, bro.
kind of like just bullshitting back and forth. Like, oh, if I owned the team, I would do this, I would do that, I would. That's
Literally that, bro.
literally what he's doing, bro. He's living out his dream, bro.
So let's real quick, let's go into what he's done. On November 6th, he signed Diaz for 5 years, 102 million. Then he signed Senga on the 11th for 5 years, 75. He
That's
signed
the one I'm
Nimmo.
that's the one I'm interested in seeing how he's gonna pan out,
Yeah,
Senga, bro.
yeah. And then I liked how he prepared an English intro to his press conference, so that was
Yeah,
pretty cool. Um, Signed Nimmo, 8 years, 162 on the 8th. Um, then they signed Verlander for 86 million for 2 years, bro,
that's
on
crazy.
December 5th. Like that DeGrom departure, it's just like a little blip in the radar now, bro. It's
Do you
like
think do
literally you forget, bro, that that even happened, bro.
you think he regrets? He's probably like, I fucked up.
Bro, you just take a pay cut, dude. Just take a
Yeah,
pay cut. Because imagine that rotation, bro, and like the Mets are gonna be
bro.
a juggernaut,
They
bro.
have to win this year, right? They have to win.
They
I
have to, bro.
give them a 2 year window, bro. They have to win a ring either this year or next year. Like,
Well, going back to that article, bro, that I read, I believe he took the team over in 2020 or 2021, and he said that if we don't win a ring, and Cohen, this is talking about Cohen, he said if we don't win a ring between in 3 to 5 years, then I'm gonna consider this a huge disappointment. So this man is putting his
so
money
it's
where his
year
mouth is,
three. So
bro.
is
Yeah,
year
yes, sir.
three. Is year three.
Exactly.
So
That's what the article said. So I mean, and then the Giants, bro. Like, how do you think that that fan base feels? Like, it's just
bro, so
heart wrenching, bro.
not only did they have the press conference set up, like that's the second guy that gets away, right? Like Judge.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Judge
so
for
that's
7 minutes.
let's backtrack a little bit real quick. So when I found out that Correa was going to the Mets, it was a John Heyman thing, and John Heyman was the one that kind of botched the Aaron Judge going to the Giants.
Yeah, yeah.
So like the the Giants fans, man, they I don't know what it's well, like we're not Giants fans. To just to let everybody know real quick. But how do you feel, bro? Like just
We gotta
sign somebody, bro. Like damn, like
we gotta tap in with our boy, foul weather fan, bro.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think Bourbon and Baseball might be a Giants fan too, bro. He's from the Bay up there.
Okay, damn,
So
bro.
we gotta get their feedback on that shit, bro. That's gotta suck, right? Because
Yeah, and
they got all this money to spend and nobody wants to take it.
yeah, bro, and they looked like they were kind of like starting to like put something because they had signed Haniger too, bro. I have it
Yeah,
right here for
yeah,
3 years, 43.
yeah,
Ross Stripling for 2 years, 25. So they were making their moves, bro. And once they got Correa, it was like, oh, okay, like now they can build something, Maybe
yeah,
not next year, but like they have something.
yeah,
And
yeah.
now it's just
Good
like you
corner
pull the
piece.
rug. Yep. Um, so like without getting too deep into the Correa stuff, was there any other signings that kind of caught your eye, bro?
Yeah, bro. So this is something I wanted to kind of get your opinion on. So the shortstop was the big craze for this offseason, right? We had all these shortstops: Correa, Trey Turner, Bogarts, Swanson, um, and they're all roughly right around the same age. But I don't know like how these guys make their decision as far as why it's such a long year. So why such a long contract? Like I would personally I would be more interested in the AAV, the annual average value.
Yeah.
So out of all those shortstops, Trey Turner actually ended up getting the most AAV
Okay.
with 27.27 per year, that 11-year deal with the Phillies.
Mm,
And Correa is obviously getting more with 315 total million dollars, but he's only getting 26.25 per year.
mm.
Like I don't know, bro. Just I'd rather have this shit now, like
So if
if
you
you're
win the
telling
lotto, you'll take it all in one lump
I'll
sum.
take that shit now, bro. Like what if I die in 2 years, bro? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
I
true.
don't know, man. That's I don't know, bro. That's just kind of my opinion. I kind of want to get your feedback on that shit.
Yeah, I think I really do believe it comes down to like a personal preference, and then they relay that to their agent, and then that's what they negotiate for. Personally, I do like, yeah, I'm like with the like, hey man, like give me the most now, bro. Because like regardless of if you get 26 million or 48 million, like you're gonna be set for life, bro.
Exactly.
Unless you do something stupid. Um, but since you're gonna be set, bro, like might as well get all those stacks, bro, when you're young, bro, so you can enjoy it.
Yeah, bro. Like
But everybody looks at it different.
but I even thinking of it now, like 12 years is stupid long, bro. Like give me a 6 year deal where I'm making 30 million a year, bro, and in 6 years I'll be able to resign, or that maybe that's what they're thinking. They will probably won't get another contract, right? Because
Yeah.
he's 28, in 6 years he'll be 34.
Yeah, they're
But
done. They're not done, but their careers are already laid out.
what I want to say is at 34, 26 million a year is gonna be shit, bro. Like that's what the relievers are gonna be getting, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Like you could probably get 35 million a year around that time. You'll find a team to throw $34 million at you, bro. Like give me a 2 year deal, $34 million. I'll retire at 38 and call it a day, you know? I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how I thought. But yeah, I got a couple of wars for you on the shortstops, bro.
Hmm.
Out of those four, Correa, Turner, Bogarts, and Swanson, who do you think has the highest WAR?
I would say Correa.
That's right. He's
Yeah.
at 39.5.
Yeah, he's I believe he's like I seen the only reason I know was because I seen some stat on Instagram and he was up there with like some of like the top shortstops ever.
Yeah, bro. He's I didn't really
But
understand how good of a career path he's on, bro.
yeah, bro, yeah,
But
he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer. But
yeah,
he's
bro, he's
moving
on
to
the
third too on top of all that. We didn't even mention that,
that's
bro.
that's the thing. That's another thing I want to mention about the Mets, bro. One of the Mets top prospects is a third baseman, Brett Beatty. I want to say he's probably like top
Oh,
10. I think I saw a post from MLB or MLB Network. He's probably top 10 prospects of all the whole league.
that's a trade bait.
So
Prospects,
yeah,
you
bro.
know, Cohen does he doesn't even think about that, bro.
Out the
Man, I
farm
need
system,
now,
bro.
right now. I got fuck you money right now.
uh, but yeah, bro. Just to go back on the shortstop, Trey Turner 29.7 WAR. That's almost 10 less than Correa.
Uh-huh.
Bogarts 34.9 WAR, and the Red Sox kind of slapped Bogarts in the face, bro.
Hmm.
They offered him a 1 year $30 million deal.
1 year?
Yeah, 1 year, bro.
Oh, bro. That's
So
crazy, bro.
yeah, and then Swanson bringing up the back end. He's got a 14.5 WAR. I don't know what the hell's going on there, bro. And he's still got a 25.28 annual average salary, bro.
He got
So
paid too.
I'll props to him, bro. I was kind of surprised he went to Chicago, right? That was kind of
Yeah.
I came out of left field. But
Yeah,
yeah, bro,
bro.
looks like they're building something down there in Chicago, bro.
Yeah, for sure. They did get some they got Bellinger, let me see right here. Tyone.
Yeah.
Um
And last year they had what was their second baseman, the guy who came over from Japan.
I forget his name, bro.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
But
Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki.
yeah, there you go. I forget
Yeah.
whose team he was on for fantasy this year. But
That's right.
yeah, bro. It's just Correa has just taken over the headlines this week, bro. It's taking
Yeah,
over the
that's true.
headlines.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. He's kind of taking over the headlines, and the Mets are as well. But the Padres, bro, the Padres throwing 11 years at Bogarts, and they have Machado and Tatis too, right? So that means
Yeah,
Tatis is
I
gonna play
think they're gonna.
outfield.
Yes, I believe so. And hey, man, more power to them, bro. It looks like they're diving in all the way, and they have Soto, bro. Like that lineup is
Yeah, bro.
formidable, bro, and
So
that kind of flies under
they're
the radar, bro. It looks like they're the Dodgers are still gonna be like top of the line, but it looks like they're starting to like, hey, like they're trying to move them over, bro. Like they're starting to be like, hey, bro, like we're here, and it's not gonna be a walk in the park for that division. Who's to say it won't be or it will be, But it should be fun to watch them play this year. Because
that I think we were touching on that right before the podcast. Like Correa, do you think so? Obviously, it was the medical stuff that the Giants are using for not wanting to go through with the deal, right? But
yeah,
do you think Correa kind of like stepped back for a moment and was like, "Oh, what am I doing over here in the National League West with the Dodgers and Padres?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, maybe,
like,
maybe.
let me go over here with the Mets. I mean, and maybe a little easier path to a ring, right? But I
Yeah,
mean,
they
the
saw.
Braves are in the Braves are in the National League East too, so yeah, you're still and the Phillies too, so you're still dealing with some monsters over there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who knows, bro?
I think too, bro. Even though it's a little off topic, I think them finally adopting the DH has helped them attract more players over
Oh
there,
yeah,
because now they can age into that role, and
that's
it's more of
true.
an
Yeah.
easy transition for them. But yeah, bro, unless you got anything else, we can wrap this one up. We're at 50 minutes.
That's pretty much it. Damn, spent a good 15 minutes on those free agents. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, bro, that's all I got.
Cool, cool. So, we hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. We post there multiple times a day. Comment section is fun. Sometimes we include the comments in the podcast, so you might get a little shout out. Go follow us on our other YouTube channel where we post one short a day. We're approaching 300 videos and we're not stopping anytime soon. So, if you guys want a little bite-sized content on YouTube, make sure you go hit subscribe on that one. I'll have that one down below. And make sure you hit like and subscribe on this one. Support us, and we do all this out of love. It's it. There's no, there's nothing really behind, nothing, no other intention. Like
Right.
sometimes I have a hard time articulating, but like this is all born out of love, man, and I can't reiterate that enough. That we just love this sport, and we're just doing this out of a passion that we have. Yeah, make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, share it, roast us, whatever, man. Just engage with us, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
There, guys.